always.
Hello.
Yes. So tell us everything that's going to happen.
Liv changes into a werewolf.
Whoa. Oh my god. Total twist.
No, that's not that. It'd be cool if that happened, and I just blew it right now. Yeah, I don't, I can tell you that this season picks up directly after last season ended. So we kind of tie up all those loose ends and proceed with this new kind of show where Clive Babineau is in the know about zombies, and it's pretty intense. So, what else can I tell you? I feel like you're purposely not asking me questions because you know I'll just ramble and accidentally tell you things.
That'd be awesome.
Are there were people? There's not. There's only, I don't think, unless Rob is locked in a closet for the next 5 years, I don't think there'll be anything other than zombies. Unless he's trapped under something heavy.
Are there other people who know about the zombies, like after the Max Rager?
We will learn that there are more people that know about zombies, as we did at the end of the pilot, when Vivian, the woman who owns, newly acquires Max Rager, who owns the company Fillmore Graves. Rob is ridiculous. He came in with that and he was like, I'm thinking of calling Vivian's company Fillmore Graves, and I was like, from the guy who brought you Dick and Beaver, comes Fillmore Graves. So you'll find out that there's more, now we know that there's more zombies than we thought that there were, and that there's more people who know about them.
They're rather organized.
Yeah, and they have berets. My favorite thing that I have to tell everybody that no one will care about except for me, but made me so happy, is that, we killed Rob Thomas.
Yes.
I'd heard the name Rob Thomas so many times in that episode because it just happened to be that my section had all the Rob Thomas jokes. So I had the one that was like, Rob Thomas can get away with anything. So I just busted his balls. So the guy that eats his brains and sings Max, his last name is R. Wright. So he has my last name, so that it's me eating his brain as some form of satisfaction. And and I was like, it's gonna be cool. I'm like, I'll think it's cool, and someone will note, and no one noticed because no one cares. So now I'm just to even more pathetic. I'm telling people so that more people can at least know but not care. But I want him to be like a main character.
Well, you can make that happen.
I guess I can.
You have more power than
he just sings Rob Thomas songs. He just sings he doesn't have any dialogue. He only speaks in clips of songs from. So he'll just be like
a running joke.
Yeah. So it's just you'll meet him and he'll say, I want to push you around, and you're like, oh, it's 3 a.m. You're like, this guy makes no sense. What's happening? What else about the show can I tell you? Obviously Buckley got killed off. That's why he's not here. Major's dead. No, he's not. Never in a million years. Actually, Major's going to be on a brain in the second episode. We'll get to see Liv and Major both be on brains, and that should be pretty fun. Complimenting brains.
Any underlying themes for these things?
You probably should have thought about it. I feel like it's kind of the beginning of transitioning into a new kind of reality in Seattle, because they're worried about some people know about being zombies, there's more zombies, and I think the theme is things are brewing. It's a brewing theme.
And apart from the premiere, which of the episodes are you most excited for fans to see?
I always just am excited about my episodes. But the one that I'm doing is, where's Rob? I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. I think we usually talk about brains, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We do. We talk about brains? I think we can talk about brains.
No, honestly.
We usually talk about brains. So the one I'm doing one where Liv and Major eat a father and daughter, and so Liv is the dad and Major is the daughter.
Oh my god.
So it's teen angst and the dad from Modern Family.
I love it.
But then we have our Sarah Safidi is one of our writers, is doing an episode where there's a dominatrix. So I'm excited about that. Don't know much about that world. I'm kidding. I know very interesting. Rose apparently is very well versed in it, so pretty exciting.
Do you get to do your hockey brain episode yet?
I think I'm gonna get to do it because he had mentioned it like at the beginning of the season. Rob's like, so what are you thinking about for brains? Because when it comes to, I usually do the second episode, and if you ever write for a TV show, you don't want the second episode of any season. The second episode is always the shit episode, and I always get the second episode, and it's always the shit episode, no matter what season it is. Like last season, it was Zombie Bro, which is one of my favorites, but it just gets like because one has so much money spent into it, and by 3 you're in the groove, and then 2 is just the one where we get to it, and it's just like, Diane, write some good jokes, and you're just like, like it always feels like the crappy one, but it's not like. We obviously do a very good job, but I'm not excited about doing, because then as it goes, so anyway, he said, what brain? And I didn't want to do the good one because I wanted to do, while Major was still taking brains, while we wanted to have Major and Liv were on a brain together, I should say. I wanted to get the daddy-daughter, but because he asked, I also usually do the second to the last one, so I'm hoping to second to the last I could get the goon brain in. And I will definitely write that with one of our writers. Bob Dearden is from Canada, and he's a hockey player. And I think if I just wrote it on my own, he would give me so much shit. Like, you don't even know, like, he would give me shit, so I'll probably do it with him, just so he gets off my ass. He's a pain. He has a really great dog, and otherwise, like, I would have just shit-canned him, like, day one, but I like this dog, so that's totally reason. Yeah, right? So, I'm trying to think what else to tell you. Oh, Allie's obviously a series regular now. Yeah. I don't know why that took so long, guys. It's probably Rob's fault.
Speaking of dogs, are we going to see Minor again?
We will know, we will hear, Minor will come into play again in a positive way. Okay. I was lobbying hard, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we'll know that we'll know that because now that we saw the people rescued, he will be reunited. We won't get to physically see it, but we will hear about it, and it will make us feel better.
Any other new characters?
Well, in this new Fillmore Graves universe, we will meet some new people there, and that there's the potential for there to be in the outside world. There's potential for love interests for some of our characters. Maybe Liv. We have to ask Rob about that. But yeah, as far as that goes, mostly the woman who plays Vivian, Andrea Savage, she comes into play. And yeah, another thing I'm excited about is early on we get a bit more of a backstory on Clive, which I'm very excited about. Because we don't get, we have a very early on, a very Clive-centric episode, and that I'm very excited about. Because we never get to see, like, Robbie and Clive, because they're just so intrinsic to the story, we never kind of get to see too much of them on their own, and I feel like last year we started to with Bazio, and who's here with another show, and I was like, but yeah, so we have a nice Clive-centric episode where we get to learn a little bit more about his backstory and what made Clive.
Does that involve flashback?
It does. It actually involves some sort of time manipulation. Like there's back and forward. I don't know. I just do what they tell me to do. Just in like interior police station. But yeah, so we get to see a little Clive behind the scenes, and it's going to be great. Very excited to have everyone see that because we want more of him. The episode, people loved the episode when it was Stalker episode last year because it was more Clive, and that's what everybody wants is more. But yeah, I'm sorry that Buckley isn't here today, guys. He would have livened it up for you, but he's we are trying to come up with different funny things to say about why he's not here. I'm going to go with projectile diarrhea or crabs. He was projectile vomiting. He had diarrhea and crabs, so he couldn't.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. So never miss a Comic-Con because people will say you have crabs. I feel like I'm not answering any of your questions. I'm just talking. I'm always surprised when you talk because I always forget that you have an accent, and then every time I'm like, oh yeah.
Any other flashbacks?
No, I think that's kind of a one-time thing for him. I don't think we'll have. It's a special kind of an episode that we're trying something different. So hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, Rob Thomas's fault, not mine. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other exciting things that we have coming up. Well, obviously, when we left last season, there was kind of a triangle thing happening with Blaine and Robbie and Peyton, so that comes into play. I don't envy her decision. I mean, it's kind of not a hard decision because you're like, Blaine is just awful, but then is he awful when he doesn't have this memory and it is David Anders? Like, if it was David Anders and Raoul, it would be a difficult decision, but not. I might play Marry, Fuck, Kill every day at work. Every day at work I play Marry, Fuck, Kill. And then that's how I decide who gets to say what. I feel like you guys have been stuck with me forever. Yeah, do you have someone good for them? I feel bad.
It's all good.
Will we ever see Liv's family again, or is that kind of a non?
Oh man, it's hard. You want to, but here's what happens. And you guys are sad. Like, you watch a lot of shows, you're savvy with how TV works. It's like there's so much mythology and there's so much to cover in every episode that we shot a bunch of stuff with their family, and it was great, and it just didn't it never kind of fit in. We always wound up having to cut stuff, and that always wound up being the stuff that in the episode we felt like we could lose, even though it was hard to lose. So now it's been so long, I don't know if we will, but it's not a done deal. They're still out there, so, and her dad's still out there somewhere. Who knows what he's up to? So I do, but you guys don't. You know, so and it's hard too because you forget, because we broke those stories and wrote those stories. So sometimes in my mind it exists, and this story we have for the dad potentially just exists, and it's like, oh wait, that's not necessarily real because we didn't do any of those other things yet. But so hopefully, because it would be hard to not. It makes me feel bad, you know, when you start something and you don't finish it.
What about Liv's arc for this season then? Is there anything you can talk about her specifically?
Yeah, I think that it's kind of weird to be like an isolated zombie out there on your own, and then the only person that you have in your kind of group is Blaine, and then random boyfriends that get killed. But and it kind of like by now, if she takes on another zombie boyfriend, she's basically a murderer because she knows they're gonna get killed. So it's just not nice of her. She should just be, you know, just keep jerking Major around for the next 5 seasons, and no one will get killed. But no, selfish girl. No, yeah, I mean, I think that now that she has this strange opportunity that she's found out at the end of this pilot that there's more zombies out there, and what does that mean? And what does that mean for like zombie friendships or relationships or zombie pride? For lack of a better word, like I think that her journey is going to be the human zombie kind of crisis of who am I anyway, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of right.
With the cure, are we going to find that? Because that seems to be back and forth.
There's something new with the. Oh, you're good. Sorry, they're so sick of me, and I'm just going to start telling them actual things that are happening. You want me over there? Okay. There's something new that you should ask. Say, there's cure still out there, but you should ask Rob about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.